Welcome back. In the previous class, we have seen what are the types of inheritance, and we have also seen how the types of inheritance helps us in making the program much more simple. Today, we're discussing something different from inheritance. We're discussing a very important topic in C++, which is called as polymorphism. This is a very interesting kind of concept when we talk about polymorphism. Let me give you the idea about the word. So this word is actually a combination of two words. If you see here, first word is poly, second word is morphism. Poly means many, and morphism is kind of like a form. So something which has many forms, we call it as polymorphism. Now, what is this and why do we need it in C++? Well, this is a very important concept of object-oriented programming, which you will learn obviously. And it simply means that many forms, as the word gives us the idea about it, simply means many forms. That means in polymorphism, if you have, let's say, one function or any operator, they are same functions. Let's say if I take an example of two functions, f1 and f2. They are same functions, but they behave differently. Then we call it as a concept of polymorphism. So it's the same function, but putting them separately, and both are behaving differently. Why they're behaving differently, even being the same function, that we have to learn. And that is how the concept of polymorphism works. If I have to give you an example, let's say we take an operator. For example, how about we take the operator plus? Now we know that plus, what does it do? It will add things. So if I write, let's say 3 plus 5, we'll get the answer as 8. Fine. Now, if I write like this, let's say if I write Sam Martin, suppose this is a name, and if I put a plus in between here, this will become Sam Martin. So as you can see, same operator is doing two different things. When it is integers, it is adding the numbers. When it's two strings, they are joining the strings, which we call as concatenation, that you have learned previously in the previous lessons. So same plus operator, we are using it in a two different way. We have not changed anything. Operator is same. We have just changed where it is implemented. So here also you can say that polymorphism is occurring in a way, because same thing has many forms. So that means for numbers, it is adding it. For strings, it is connecting it or joining it, concatenating it. Now, to understand polymorphism better, we have to know how polymorphism is applied or how polymorphism is implemented in C++. For that, we have four things. Firstly, when we apply polymorphism, we have to know, first point is, like, you can apply polymorphism using any of these four cases or four types. You can say, first one, we call it as function overloading. We'll do individual class on these points. I'm just writing, or I'm just telling you what points we have to learn in the future. So function overloading is the very first one. Second, we have is operator overloading. Third, we call it as function overriding. And last one, we call it as a virtual function. So these four types are the ways to implement polymorphism in C++. So we're going to learn, or we're going to discuss each of them individually, and we're going to see programs on them individually as well. So if you have any doubts regarding the meaning of polymorphism, or if you didn't understand, or if you didn't get what is polymorphism, you can put them in the comment section. Next class will start with function overloading.